Lackery, who's coming to the show. I've not seen Justin since like 6th grade. We were the best of friends, and then he moved away, and we've recently 7th grade he moved away, but we've got back together on Facebook, and he's coming out to go check out the show.
That's cool.
It is cool. I'm excited to see him. But I bring him up because he used to always tape Headbangers Ball.
Yes, I had a friend that did that too.
And we were really good in gym. We had a gym teacher named Mr. Beard, Mike Beard. If you're out there, Mr. Beard, you're the man. 2 stories about Beard. And he let us watch Headbangers Ball, right? And it had the
in PE.
Well, in health class, yes.
Oh, in health.
On a Friday or whatever. And Lackery Justin would tape it, and the song from the Crew song where what's the I think it's "Shout at the Devil," where he puts his arms out and that pentagram lands on his
I think
chest.
that's "Shout at the Devil."
Is it "Shout at the Devil"?
I think so.
And it's a point where Vince Neil throws it. I want to say at Nikki Sixx, and it's a pentagram and it lands on his chest. And Beard's all, "What the fuck are you guys watching?" Turn this satanic shit
It's
off.
documentary of
Anthrax, Antisocial. That was the big video we got to watch. You're antisocial. The Knot Man. Remember the Knot Man?
No.
What?
The Knot Man.
He was the bald guy that the logo for Anthrax. He
was called the Knot Man?
Yeah. Remember the cartoon character that there was on the albums?
Yeah, but I don't recall the Knot Man. You mean like Vinny from Megadeth?
Yes.
Okay. I don't recall
the bald guy
that he had a name.
He was the Knot Man.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we would watch Headbangers Ball, man, and that's that was some of the craziest stuff, man.
Ricky Rackman.
Ricky Rackman. Yes, but there was someone before him. Blonde guy, Kurt Loder. No,
Kurt Loder did Headbangers Ball before.
Maybe it wasn't Kurt Loder. It was a blonde guy, real skinny, always wore a leather jacket, had the big hair.
Well, Rackman's the one, I think, when it hit big.
Yeah, but that was later on. I mean, we watched Headbangers Ball when I was in 7th grade. It was 87.
Huh.
Somewhere around there, I think we have another from the crowd.
I don't remember what year it was, 90 or 91, something like that. And I still have the tape. If you want to see it, I have it on VHS.
Tape of Headbangers
Ball.
Oh, man.
Queensryche was on it. McQueen Street.
I remember them.
Nah, they never really hit it. But they had a great song called My Religion. And it's not even on iTunes. I don't know where I'm going to get it. Let's see. The Four Horsemen was on it.
I don't remember that either.
Let's see. Anthrax was on it. Mordred was on it. Death Angel.
Jeez, I haven't heard some of this forever, man. That's awesome.
I know.
That's great.
You pop it in.
That's great.
The Crew was on it.
Okay, let's get into that a little more. So your favorite hair rock band, maybe the Motley Crue? Would you say?
Yeah,
that?
absolutely.
Really, I'm a big fan, but I think GNR and Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Favorite album?
Favorite album? Just be Feel Good or Back in Black.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean for Motley Crue, yeah.
Oh, for Motley Crue, it'd be Feel Good.
I remember we were in the 8th grade playing football, and Dr. Feelgood was coming out, and a car drove by, and they were blaring it, and someone goes, "That's the new Crew, man!" And everybody on that football team, 7th grade, 8th grade, whatever we were in, just like zoned in, like we all wanted to hear the new Crew album. It was so exciting, because there wasn't the internet, there wasn't any of that stuff,
Yeah.
And Coach Horton got so pissed off. We started running, and I mean, everybody went out, and their parents were buying them the Feel Good album. And to this day, what's your favorite song on that album?
Oh, gosh, that's a tough one. I don't know if I could.
Girl, Don't Go Away, Mad, Just Go Away. Maybe my favorite Motley Crue song.
She Goes Down is probably my favorite.
She's Go Down, that's a great one. The whole album's amazing. The whole album really is amazing. But Girl, Don't Go Away, Mad, Just Go Away. Even the video was cool. And that's back when the MTV actually played videos.
Yeah, now they really. I watched it. Oh, no, it's been a couple years ago now.
Teenage chicks.
There's nothing
Teenage
related to music.
Teenage girls, that's what you want to watch, reality TV about teenage girls.
Or rap. I mean, it's that or some kind of rap tune.
But MTV Raps was okay back in the day. I mean, that's the rap
You're
I
talking
most.
old school rap, though.
Oh,
you're talking Sir Mix-a-Lot and Run DMC is what you're talking about, right?
Of course I am, yeah.
Really running for the hills because the Mac is back. I'm hooking up girls by stacks. If you're fat, you can rub a Big Mac, right? Remember that? That's some more obscure Mix-a-Lot.
Larry makes a lot of money. People, Larry is something. Makes a lot of money. That's Sir Mix-a-Lot song. People say he's funny. I'll have to look it up. Larry is a man. People think he's funny. Dun, dun, dun. And he makes a lot of money. It's a Sir Mix-a-Lot song. Gotcha. He had Baby Got Back, and that's all he's going to... That's
all he's known for. We had other good stuff, though. You Can't Slip, I thought was a great one. I loved You Can't Slip.
I don't remember that one, I guess.
That was... Actually, You Can't Slip was on the Beavis and Butthead Experience, directly tied to hair metal, Beavis and Butthead.
AC/DC and Metallica shirts. I went to school with Norman Schneider and Connor McMullen. You know Connor, he's on our fantasy football league. Right. Those two look like Beavis and Butthead. I mean, they looked the damn part. I mean, to a T.
Does he sound like them too?
Talk about something that, and I think they tried to bring them back for a while, right? Like that.
There was a movie.
Yeah, the movie, and you look back now, they were so revolutionary back then. I mean, they were something like you'd never seen before.
Yeah.
I remember growing up in Brush High School, you couldn't wear the T-shirts. They'd make you turn it inside out or go home and change.
What, AC/DC and Metallica T-shirts?
Beavis and Butthead shirts.
I didn't know they had T-shirts.
Oh, yeah. Dude, really?
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw a Beavis
When I was in high school, the two shirts that they'd banned from my high school were Beavis and Butthead and the Big Johnson shirts.
Yeah, well, Big Johnson, of course.
We couldn't wear Bart Simpson shirts.
You could not?
Mm-mm.
Really?
He was a bad influence.
We had a kid get sent home for the Open Up and Say Ah T-shirt, the concert T-shirt. You remember what the back of that looked like?
Yeah. Well, not the concert shirt, but with the lady on it?
On the concert T-shirts on the back, it was a chick who, I mean, she wasn't naked, but she just had a thong on, and she was totally bent over. And underneath it said "Open Up and Say Ah."
Yes, yes.
Because on the front, it was just the guy with the long tongue.
Yeah,
but on the back,
they censored that for a long time. Remember?
That's right.
Yeah, and then they brought it back, obviously, because it's not as bad as it was. I remember denim jackets, jean jackets were huge back then.
Whitewashed.
Yeah. And remember the back patches?
Sure.
Did you have one?
I had a denim jacket, but I didn't wear it past like 6th grade, I think. And I never got any. I never went to concerts, so I never got any of the patches. I mean, you could order them from Rockabilia. Remember Rockabilia?
Yeah, I think so.
It'd be in like Hit Parader and Kerrang magazine, and it'd be like a 2-page ad with a pink background, Circus magazine, and it had all the patches, and you could order the T-shirts, and you could order flags, the big silk flags.
We had budget tapes and records that carried the back patches, and I went there and I wanted to buy the Poison, Open Up and Say Ah, and Mom was like, "That's satanic." She was big into that. That was her thing, and so, but then guess which one I ended up with. Appetite for Destruction, the cross
really?
with the skulls on it.
That was better than the...
Yeah, well, she had to... Yeah, that's the one I had. And I remember you kind of, in a small school, you kind of identified with who had what patch. Nobody had the same patch. You know what I mean? Like, Connor had a great white one. I remember that. That was the shit, My buddy Miller had the Open Up and Say Ah one. There was a Cinderella one. One of the Trujillo boys had the Cinderella from A Long Cold Winter. Yeah.
With the Cinderella logo in that certain way they did it.
Oh, yeah, man.
Because all those bands had a certain way of doing their name.
Sure. To this day, I write Poison, or I write my P's like Poison. I can't stop doing it.
I can still probably perfectly draw Motley Crue from the Dr. Feelgood album.
Really?
I could probably still draw it perfect. And Metallica. I'll bet you I could still draw Metallica. I know I could do that one from memory. With the little wings on the M and the A and the little spikes at the bottom, right? Yeah, I could still do that.
That's awesome. Voki, you got nothing for this. I mean, were there rockers in your school, though? Were there kids
Yeah, there was.
All right.
And, I had, the Open Up and Say Ah, and then I had Dr. Feelgood, but it was, all after I got out of school. My first CD that I bought was on my senior sneak trip was Great White, Once Bitten, Twice Shy.
That was a great album.
And now the only thing anyone remembers about Great White
burning
is
them down,
killing 40 people.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that the other day.
Well, yeah, because this room will fit. When we first started doing these shows, we got 250 people in this room, but it was packed, and that's why we got to pull back, because if there was a fire, people would have been doomed. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was shoulder to shoulder in here, so we capped at 200 now, but yeah, that's what he's like, fuck 'em. I'm like, yeah, but we don't want to be the next Great White.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They probably have some money back from the 80s they can back up with. We don't have that money, so. But they were all right. White Lion. White Snake. Really? You didn't like Little Fighter?
No, I never was a White Lion fan.
Oh.
Never.
I think one of the coolest things, too, from back then was the ballads. Every song.
Which the Crew started. Really, the Crew led the charge on that one.
Which one?
Home Sweet Home.
They had before that, though. You mean the first big breakout one?
Yeah, I think that's what led the way with the genre. You didn't have. I mean, not everybody was doing that until after Theater of Pain.
No, they had one on before that. Wait, Theater of Pain was before. No, you're right. Theater of Pain was before Girls, 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 right?
Yeah.
It went Too Fast for Love.
Mm-hmm. Shout
the Devil.
Theater.
Okay.
Girls.
Okay.
Feel Good.
No. There was one between that.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe you're right. That's 5. And then 6. Okay, I take it back. My second favorite Motley Crue song of all time, Rock and Roll Junkie. You're the only person that knows that song besides me. I tell people that and they don't know what I'm talking about. It was off Decade of Decadence.
Mm-hmm. Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah.
It was like track number 10 or something, I think.
That's another thing our generation can tell you what track it was.
Yeah.
It's like the Firehouse thing. I don't remember the name of the song, but I remember what track it was.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, or when the tapes came out, remember you had to, it would
like
just
side B, about an inch in.
But it'd be all.
Yeah, as soon as you get to this part of this song on side A, flip it over and then Kickstart Your Heart was on.
I had tapes that I had a little. You could take like a little razor blade and make a little notch in the little window to your favorite song, so you knew if you rewound it to like that point, it was pretty close.
Or he had the high tech tapes.
Or you'd record it. You'd record it off the radio. So when you wanted to hear the, hey everybody, welcome to 5 Hours. Is that right? Now time, you'd have to listen to that.
And
DJ.
they're talking all the way through the intro, and they stop talking right before the vocals start in the music.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, I got it off the radio. I waited 4 hours to get it.
You called in 17 times, like, play Kickstart My Heart. I remember I called in KBPI when I worked at Wendy's, and Willie B. Hung, or he's just now Willie B.
He's just Willie
but
B.
back
now.
in the day, he was called Willie B. Hung. And I wanted to request a song, and that's when I figured out, or I learned the sad fact, they don't let you pick your own song.
As a DJ.
Yeah. He would say, okay, because I'd say, it's Larry from Wendy's. Hey, it's the guy humping Wendy. He'd always joke on the radio. I'd always call it work. Well, I go, yeah. He goes, we're going to come back and you request a song. I said, cool. And I was going to request, I don't even remember what it was, Albatross by Albatross. It was 90s, but it was rock. Corrosion of Conformity.
Oh, COC.
Yeah. Remember that song, Albatross?
No, but I remember.
Yeah, no, I like Corrosion of Conformity. Anyway, he goes, okay, well, and then went to commercials. He's like, okay, I want you to play Parade of Losers. I was like, but Willie B, I don't want to listen to Parade of Losers. I want to listen to. He's all, Parade of Losers, bud. Parade of Losers. You got it? Yeah. He's all, hey, okay, everybody. We got the guy Larry from Wendy's here. Blah, blah. Play the Parade of Losers song. It's awesome. It's not like Stephen Wright requesting a song, So
it's
horrible.
not as good as Albatross would be, but
Play Parade of Losers. Do they sing Albatross? No. Shit. Play them anyway.
I thought I was the only one who. Well, I shouldn't say I thought that, but I'd completely forgotten about taping songs off the radio because you'd wait, you'd wait forever at your cassette deck, and you got the record pushed and the pause pushed. So all you got to do is hit pause and it starts recording. And I remember there was this one tune I wanted really bad. I can't remember what tune it was. And I was waiting, and it went to commercial. So I figured I had, maybe at least 4 minutes before I had to be back.
Right.
So I got it kind of turned up so I can hear it because I was on the second floor where my bedroom was. So I went downstairs to get something to drink, and and for some reason they came back really fast, and I heard the song start. And I about killed my brother and sister, who just unfortunately happened to be in the way as I'm stampeding upstairs. And it's like slow-mo from the movie. Hit the button! That's right. As I'm flying through the air. And then, of course, I miss half of the first verse. And I'm like, dang it, that was my whole Saturday.
You remember when you had a buddy, and I had a high-tech system. It had 2 cassette tape decks.
Yeah, so did I.
So I could put one in, and I could put a blank tape in, and I could record.
You mean you could dub it?
I could dub it, yeah.
High-speed dubbing? Did you have high-speed dubbing?
I did have high-speed dubbing, where it would play the song really fast. It'd play the song really fast and dub it, yeah. And that was, I was like, man, I don't know why we're not on Mars right now. This technology is out of